I think some people don't understand the definition of who an ex is. If you've moved on, you've moved on. Why are you still holding on to a past relationship to somebody else? I'm not that kind of person that will tell you, don't date my ex. Once I've exed you, you don't exist.
This lady, she stepped out to object a particular gentleman getting married. Apparently, she was the ex-wife to that gentleman who was getting married to a lady. And then she talked about the fact that this person was unfaithful to her while they were married. However, she also did say that she clapped back by cheating on the same person.
I have seen a couple fight at their wedding and they just danced in and acted like nothing happened. The lady I'm talking about died in the marriage.
A man is not old until regrets take the place of dreams. That's a quote by John Barrymore, and it hits home, doesn't it? Growing older can feel like stepping into the unknown and bringing thoughts that we never thought we would have. Good evening, gentlemen and ladies, of course. Welcome to another bold and unfiltered edition of The Black Table, where men get real about life. And tonight, we'll be talking and looking into the insecurities of aging as a man. Is it real or just a myth? Have you ever had that moment when you glance into the mirror and spot some gray hair? I know I do. And then feel the creak of a joint and wonder what's really happening? Or are we all just pressured by society's definition of what it means to age? Well, tonight we'll be peeling back the layers and no stone will be left unturned. So grab your drink, your favorite libation, sit back, join us as we talk what it means to age and how to do it with grace. I'm not sure about the grace part, but we'll try to do it with a bit of swagger and, of course, see what we can tell our fellow men out there on the best way to, embrace aging. My name's Olamide Oshofa, and I will be your host this evening. However, I do not do this alone. Every evening, I'm joined by the most esteemed, most pristine, and any other saint kind of men who come on the show, and they reveal all without regrets. No holding back, nothing. These guys are the most realest, most honest, and the most truthful men you will ever find. So, I'm going to be introducing them one at a time. And first, I'm going to go to my dear friend who is at the bar. I call him the wise man. We call him the mayor of Agugi. And, of course, the most faithful man in Lagos, to be specific. Lagos, yes. We're talking about the man that is so good that they had to name in an entire gang. We're talking about Tear Gang, who's at the bar.
Yes.
Gang,
back
you are the man.
I belong.
You are the man.
Back where I belong. Where I should be, at the bar.
At the bar.
Welcome back, Olamide.
I never left.
As you can see, I'm aging with grace.
Yes, you are. You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Black suits you.
You know that. That's why I only deal with black women. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. Well said by him. And of course, the next person I'm going to be introducing is someone I think it's fair enough for me to say, someone I really admire, someone that has really over the years shown me that consistency is important and is a really good friend of mine. Even though there are some corner things that I need to ask him. But yeah, we call him the in-it man. We call him the navigator. We call him the politician, the diplomat. And tonight it's really looking like a politician with his Joseph.
How didn't I know that he was trying to talk to me? I was actually thinking he was talking about Richard.
Now you know.
Me?
You know.
With your coat of heart of many colors.
Maybe I should have said Johnny.
I can't wonder.
I knew him as Johnny when I met him. And
Oh my God. I mean,
it's the premium one. The MC with no.
I hear you.
With no AC.
Nice one.
Nice one. He's back.
You see, Olamide is back. On a very strong note. Nice one.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Lovely
much for all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me once again on this beautiful
You're
Friday.
looking really nice. I love this.
Thanks a lot.
We're not surprised. He didn't come alone.
I don't know what happened. What happened to you? I mean, we missed you. You can't just be leaving the black table like this. Spiritual journey. Yeah.
He's trying to make another baby.
Are you back? You know what? Gang said that.
Well
done. Well done on the hard work that you have been doing.
Yeah. You guys were amazing.
It's twins. The Lord will bless you with twins.
Amen.
Okay, all right.
Your Shofa twins.
Of course. The
Gang.
man that they say that he has crossed many borders. They say I've not had the opportunity to cross these borders with him. But he's been to so many countries that his poster is at almost every embassy.
Every embassy.
Like, let him in, let him in. They call him the rich one, the rich uncle.
The rich uncle.
Well-traveled, the philanthropist, the helper, the man with wise words.
Don't worry.
The man that is always getting into trouble. The man that I'm happy that wasn't around last week.
Last 2 weeks.
Rich uncle.
Welcome back. And for the viewers, the ex-wife is in the studio, so we're not getting the real deck.
Why did you have to say that? Like,
because they will be wondering what's wrong.
Because you did it to me.
There's nothing wrong
when
now.
my wife
There's
was
nothing wrong now.
His wife is behind. She's behind there, so everything he says today this is not him.
It's a bit tamed.
Yep.
I don't even know what people are talking about. I don't know what people are talking about.
She's just right behind the camera.
Like, I mean, let me tell you
you guys can see it.
I brought this is my girlfriend right now, and she understands.
Babe, yeah.
My babe, she understands. So don't worry about it.
As long as you remain
So
truthful.
everything he says today, forgive him.
No. As long as you remain truthful.
But you know,
we'll call you out for BS.
You know, I'm the politically right one. I'm always politically correct.
You don't have your way today.
I got you covered
today. Anyways, it's such an exciting show. Tonight, we want to talk about something about insecurity and aging in men. I was at University of Lagos on Tuesday and earlier today, and I actually felt young. I felt very young. I'm not a young person like that. Let me just put it out there.
You're an old man. You're an old man. Oh, you're an old man.
No. I
Gen Z Pro Max.
Wait. Let me say this. I am Gen Nova. Yes.
Which one is that
Gen Nova. It is me. I'm the example of Gen Nova.
Okay.
And what it means is that I transcend across all generations. Yes. And the reason I'm saying
so you're just useless.
The director is laughing in my ears. She's laughing in my ears. And the reason I've said that is very simple, because different men take aging differently.
Yeah.
And it's something that some men have insecurities over. I don't. I've embraced my age, and I'll say it anytime, any day. I'm 43, and I feel fantastic.
So why do you dye your beard?
I don't dye it anymore.
So I'm just checking.
Anymore,
I don't dye it anymore.
Oh, so you used to dye it?
I used to dye it.
Why?
See, you guys need to understand that on the black table, we bear it all. We say the truth.
So why are you dyeing your hair?
I was dyeing because I had insecurities.
So
No, I'm just saying. I had insecurities.
What changed then? What changed?
What changed? I embraced myself. I discovered that I was like red wine.
You just realized that you're not
We're
getting
aging
married.
like fine wine.
The older, the sweeter.
So then why were you now dyeing your
The
pubes?
darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I
How
like
you know he
that.
was dying is...
Oh my God.
He said so.
He said...
I never said that, but you know what?
I
We'll
don't
take
know,
a
you
quick
put dye
break.
there.
Let's just kill it now.
That's what he said now.
No. We can't be going there.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we return, the black table starts properly, and then we take our first quick fire. All right, welcome back. It's still the black table, and tonight we've got a lot of interesting things to talk about. But first, I want to give a big shout out to Ololade, who's currently trying to break the record for the longest catwalk in the world, and she's trying to set a new record. The Guinness Book of Records are currently, taking a look at what she's doing. Earlier today, I was there, and she was at 71 hours. Kudos. It's a lot. Like, that girl is really pushing the limits, and I'm thinking...
So what she doing? She's just walking?
She's just walking. She's got support. She's got people, doing stuff with her.
And she's not sleeping?
No sleeping. I was
Like
there.
she's just
I was there with one of the producers of the Black Table and Wake Up Nigeria, Zainab, and we were there, and also Best Man were all there. And the first day when we got there, I was like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. But today we're there, and we saw that, it was a lot of work. She's got everything well taken care of. All the right medical personnel are in place. Right. She's got the right support. But kudos, she's a Nigerian, and we've got to support her. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, kudos to her. Well done. We hope you break the record. Tomorrow is the last day, by the way.
Wow.
She's got a couple of hours more to go. Hopefully, she breaks the record and she survives. Wow. So, yeah, gang, you should try and break something. We'll back you up.
Trust me. I can break something, but it wouldn't be walking.
But the funny thing is, I think in the lights that we're talking about, this world record, what have you, and I think there's a lady who's trying to break the record for the longest acting hours or something like that. You know, I don't know, you know, what's going on with her, but I think, you know, she's also doing well. I mean, for me personally, when you see people who are trying to push the limits and, you know, try to break records and what have you, I feel and I see that they're trying to put the Nigerian flag on the map.
Not just
it's not just
I know what you might want to
so
break.
for me,
you might want to ride across the world.
No, I'm not trying to do that. Trust me, I am not trying to ride anything. No. My brother, riding can be very stressful. I won't even lie to you. So when you see people who ride long hours, you should respect them. But far from that, what I'm trying to say is the fact that, you know, it's not just about the trend anymore. If you see anybody trying to break records right now, they're trying to do Nigeria proud. It's a great deal, you know, because the truth is, when you break records, it goes around the world. People hear about it and, you know, it puts Nigeria on the map. You know, I mean, we recently had, you know, Emirates coming back to Nigeria. When we start showing that Nigerians are actually better people, the world would accept us to be better people.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So with what you've just said, we'll get into that first quick fire, which was a video that was trending over the week, where this lady who, you know, a video went viral when she stepped out to object a particular gentleman getting married, and then she posted another video explaining why she did it. Apparently, she was the ex-wife to that gentleman who was getting married to a lady, and then she explained why she did all of that. While she was explaining, she talked about the fact that this person was unfaithful to her while they were married. However, she also did say that she clapped back by cheating on the same person. Okay. And then I feel at the end of it all, her trying to explain why she stepped out of, you know, the usual to do that was a bit off after she claimed that she also did that, and she called them all sorts of funny names. But Dek, you deal with couples on a regular, weddings and all of that. Has that ever happened to you?
Well, I wouldn't say that it has happened that way. What I would say is that, you know, as funny as it sounds, when I anchor events, I'm sorry, but I usually can discern what marriages will last. I don't know why. Wow. I have seen in fact, I have seen a couple fight at their wedding. Ouch. And they just danced in and acted like nothing happened. That the lady I'm talking about died in the marriage.
Oh my.
Yes. So you see the truth. Yes, she died. She literally died.
That's a lot.
You know. So you see the thing is,
was the husband the cause of her death?
I want to believe that he contributed greatly to it. Oh my! Greatly. I'm not saying I don't want to go into it because I mean it's the personal issues and all of that. But this is something I'm privy to. So I mean, based on the fact that, you know, we're talking about this right now, I can tell you for a fact, it's a lot of the time when you see people that are not doing particularly well, or they're not, you know, see, there's so many factors into this thing, right? Some people want to get married because their friends are getting married. Okay. Some people want to get married because of peer pressure. Some people are getting married because of pressure from their parents and what have you. Yeah. All right? You see, for me, as a woman, you want to go into a marriage.
As a woman?
Wait, no, listen. Listen,
bro, I'm sorry.
You for later finish now. See, I was just waiting. Like,
the old Diddy thing.
I was like, okay.
Thinking somehow. You guys didn't listen on this table. Listen, I said for me, right? My take, okay, all right, is that as a woman, looking to go into marriage. That's what I was trying to say. You were just,
but you said for me as a woman,
why you people idealistic? Why are you idealistic?
Yeah. No, okay, so
why are you idealistic by nature?
So gender-wise, we are clear.
I'm very clear. I'm very straight. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a phallus man.
Okay.
Madam will confirm.
Noted.
So you know,
we have confirmation in the studio.
You know, for me,
right? Everything you say can be verified.
I feel like as a woman, you want to get into a marriage, you must have clear-cut reasons why you want to do this. It's not just about the marriage itself, also why you want to be with that person.
In this particular situation, you know, when the lady stepped out to object,
bro,
do you think she did the right thing?
For me, personally, I don't think that she did anything right. Because what then is the essence of the fact that
you
she went
like
to
she was
destroy
a bit bitter, right?
What's the... I don't understand. What else do you want to talk about?
What's your thoughts on that?
Why do you want to do that?
There are a lot of things to unpack there. Because first of all, let's ask. So I'm assuming this happened in church, right?
Yeah.
And they said, whoever objects to this marriage, kindly stand up, and she stood up. Okay, were they divorced?
Yeah, she was already divorced from this man.
They should carry her outside and flog her.
As in, like, what is your... I don't understand. You're divorced already, so what are you looking for?
What's your problem?
What's the point?
You are just trying to destroy his happiness.
Do you understand?
Okay. So she was a bit bitter. Gang, what's your take on that?
Somebody goes to the church. That's a bit.
That's not a bit.
I have two takes.
All right.
You always
two takes.
Yeah, we know.
Because you know me, it's never worth one.
Once never enough.
You have a Jukokoro.
Yes.
You're Oliver Twist.
So my first take is this: that sometimes if there's a level of abuse or there's something about the person's character that you know he might carry on to other relationships, you might want to warn that person that this is the kind of person that you're getting.
What's your business?
Wait, that's one.
And what's the girl's business?
Sometimes for people's safety.
If it wasn't abusive, physically abusive, mentally
abusive. If it was physically abusive and you know, there's certain
but she never said any of that.
Do you know
she
what
just
you're
said
getting
he was
into?
a cheat.
But sometimes you don't have to wait till the wedding day. You can actually let the person know that this is what happened to me.
So that was a bit very low,
but
right?
if you watch her video, you can tell how petty and the agenda she had.
Thank you.
For me, now this is my real take. I think some people don't understand the definition of who an ex is. If you've moved on, you've moved on. Why are you still holding on to a past relationship to somebody else? I'm not that kind of person that will tell you, don't date my ex, don't do this with my ex. Once I've exed you, you don't exist. I've moved on, I'm doing other things with my life, setting up another family, but you're now still you're now carrying me in your mind and in your chest, observing everything I'm doing, finding out where I'm getting married, finding out where the wedding is, trying to get invited,
talking to the bride,
talking to people, and now coming to the wedding and deciding that I'm going to object. It just goes to show you haven't moved on. You still have an attachment to that fellow.
I'm so happy you talked about this whole not moving on and finding hard to do whatever it is they want to do going forward. This is just a clear case of acrimony, the movie.
Why? Oh, the movie. Okay.
Yeah, I mean. You told the guy you're not doing yourself now. Who is to say that it's the guy that even told her that she's not doing?
Yeah.
What if she was the one that said, you know what, I can't do this, I can handle this. I'm trying to
Someone's
get some
rolling
peace
their eyes
and
behind
all of that.
And there was something she said.
Someone was about to stone you. Someone was about to stone you with a phone.
But at the end of the day, the guy moves on and you're
check out something she said that I'm sure Rich Uncle can share.
So, Deck, when I say duck, just dodge. Somebody was about to throw a phone. I'm serious. So.
See, there was something she said that was so, and I'm sure Rich Uncle can share some spotlights on this. She was talking about how when she was married to the guy, he cheated first. So she now cheated on him.
How do I come into this?
No, she was trying to justify that he was making a big deal about her cheating on him after he had cheated. And she was like, why are you complaining when you started off the cheating? So I'm cheating as well.
At that point, everybody's 0-0. Go your separate ways now.
Exactly, then go away now.
Wait, what's his name?
So why are you not
coming? So what was our position? Like, okay, I went to the church to object because what?
That's the point. That's what I asked. I said, what's the essence of why you why?
You're about to get into
is the bride that's what I'm saying. Is the bride a family member? What's her business with the bride?
Obviously, if she wanted to warn the bride, she didn't have to wait.
What's the point?
She didn't have to wait till that day. I mean, since she knew where they were getting married, and she knew all of that, she was obviously keeping up on the guy. She's just
it doesn't make any sense. As far as I'm concerned, there was no reason for her to be at that wedding in the first. There's no reason. What are you doing there?
Definitely for malicious reasons.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Malicious intent.
And that's why you should have friends. Friends to.
That once they spot out,
Bejadi, those are kind of,
Okay, so our next quick fire is a very funny one, very interesting one. I'm just going to start by asking my man, Gang.
Me?
Wisdom, this question.
What?
How good is your pull-out game?
I'm a father of two, right? That I know of.
I paused. I'm just saying, like it got me. I paused.
Can I be honest with you? Personally, I don't think sex was designed for pull-outs.
Okay, all that thought. I'm going to move on to the next gentleman next to me. Is looking away, but yeah, Deck, a.k.a. the navigator, a.k.a. the pure MC. There's a reason why I'm asking. There's a reason why I'm asking.
Okay.
How good is your pull-out game?
I don't know what you're talking about, my brother.
Okay, good. Don't worry, I'll leave it at that. I respect that right now. Which uncle?
Me don't speak no English. Me don't speak no English.
Okay, so someone has this conversation with me.
So the problem with asking a question like that and answering it on TV is it's a double-edged sword. Because first of all, if you say, I'm not talking about me right now. If you say, my pull-out game is good, so that means you'll be doing a lot of pull-outs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you say my pull-out game is bad,
Okay.
that means you have illegitimate children.
Multiple.
How do you answer it?
Okay.
How do you answer it?
So there's a reason why I asked this question. And even though people don't generally come out to talk about this, I was speaking to a colleague and then she was explaining how she got pregnant and, you know, how everything led to, you know, a baby and everything. And that was what she talked about. Like her husband was like, listen, I know they pull out. And eventually they had a baby. But after that conversation, I started thinking.
And if your pull-out game is good, that means you're not wearing protection. You see, there are multiple layers.
I started thinking, I'm like, okay, this is a particular conversation that most men do not talk about, but it happens on a regular because most married men do not use protection. And that's why I'm going to...
That's why you're married now.
Yeah.
No, most married men don't use protection, and most married women most times are not on, you know, birth control and family, just trying to put things together. And that's the situation. And while I was having this conversation, I had to bring it to this table because somebody told me that, you see, that pull-out game, men don't enjoy the sex because it's almost like you're worried about, you know, all the things that can go wrong.
So
I said, I'm going to bring it on this table
against me here.
and talk about this. So there's a story to this, and I'm going to get to that story, but I had to start with that. The story is this. Rich uncle, if your wife found a condom in your wallet, how do you think it's going to play out? The silence says a lot, right? It's loud. Silence that is loud.
No, but first of all, why do you have a condom?
As a married man.
Let's just say it won't happen.
Okay, it won't happen. Okay, Deck, I'm definitely
I don't even have a
coming to
wallet,
you
by
next.
the way.
Because Gang has given me a beautiful answer, but I'm going to go to him next. But Deck, you first.
Okay, so first and foremost, I don't have a wallet. And
You have a wallet?
yes.
So let's just say she finds a condom in one of your trousers or something.
My trousers. Brother, that explanation.
You don't have trousers?
Eh?
That explanation,
You don't say
that
wear
explanation was
trousers.
very long. we will need to go on the mountain to fast for several days.
No, but honestly,
for us to find the right answer.
what do you think she would do?
My wife?
Yeah.
So my wife.
She's right. I'm looking at her.
Stop!
I'm looking at her right now. So,
now.
yeah, okay.
Stop.
Okay.
So one thing you must also understand
What do
is
you
that,
think she would do?
God,
It's a very simple question.
what kind of
Just
man
answer
beings
it.
are these,
Wait.
for God's sake?
What do you
Let's do it this way.
now.
On the black table, we're trying to promote safety in sex. So I give you a pack of condoms. I'm like, Deck, you know what? Take it home. You know, you can give it to you.
I'm glad that you said this because
I'm trying to help you now. You want to smell the thing again? I'm trying to help you, man.
Because
I'll give it to you.
You're trying to,
You
because
take it home, and then somehow, some way, Madame that I'm looking at right now stumbles upon it.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you tell her?
So first and foremost,
how do you think she'll react?
You must know the kind of person that you're married to. And from the person that I know that I'm married, right, she will not take it lightly. Or she will not make a fuss. That's not my wife. My wife is not the kind of person who makes a fuss.
She rolled eyes like,
No, wait, hold on.
is this one smoking something?
No, hold on now.
What is he
He
on
was
right
yours.
now?
Hold on. Now let me talk, right?
Okay.
So the thing is, she's not someone that will make a fuss. But she will make sure that you know that I saw it, but she won't make a fuss. But I just want you to know that I saw it. So by yourself, you need to now know exactly how you are going to explain by yourself. Make sure that I did not ask you.
Will you tell the truth, or you try to make it in a way by there's some sort of
First and
soft
foremost,
landing?
what exactly am I doing with condom?
I gave it to you.
Then I will explain that. Olamide Oshofa, that guy that wore brown, that day we went to the studio, he gave me this thing.
Why?
Why? They are doing outreach now. There's outreach now. What's wrong
Okay, so
with you?
but that's very logical. But that's logical. So he gave you condoms because they are doing outreach.
Yes.
So what does that tell you? That Olamide doesn't see you in a certain light.
No. Olamide said they are advertising this condom.
And he gave you.
And he gave me
To
that
try
I
it
should
out.
that I should that we're going to go on outreach. That I should keep it. That the next time we're coming, I should bring it along. and submit it when
you see,
does it sound?
I'm done with today's.
Rambling right now, yeah? It's rambling right now.
I am done with today's. I'm not saying anything again.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Now, I shared this story with Olamide earlier on when we were talking about this.
Yeah.
And I told him that sometimes you're in a situation where the truth sounds so unbelievable and silly that sometimes it's better to lie. And I gave him an example of something that happened to me. We were out one night, this is a very long time ago. We were out with a friend of mine in Abuja.
Not in Lagos.
Not in Lagos, in Abuja. No, I'm still that same person. One of my guys that I was with, Aminu, shout outs to you. After hanging out late night club, we passed by one 24-hour pharmacy in Abuja. I don't want to give them free promo. So I bought a couple of things, bread and a couple of things. I was going home. He was still single at the time. And he bought condoms. So they packed everything, put it in the grocery bag that I had.
Oh my God.
And then I was driving. I dropped him off at home. And then I went home with the grocery bag. And then he was at home. When he got home, he was like, I passed out. And then he got home and didn't have the condoms anymore. And I was like, oh shit. He now tried to reach me and couldn't reach me because I had passed out. The next morning, I'm still in bed. My wife wakes up, picks up groceries and everything, and then sees condoms inside.
We're done.
You go explain, Taya!
The way she approached me, I just started laughing. She was like, why am I finding this thing funny? What are you You were out late, came back, and you're with condoms. And I now told her, I said, if I tell you the truth, you won't believe me. Because this is what it sounds like. I was out, we clubbed, we partied, we went here, this guy bought condoms, and it just sounded so silly that she'd be like, who do you think you're talking to? You're not going to believe that kind of situation.
Know what? I totally get you because something like
so you might have to come up with a lie and just be like, listen, I thought we should start using condoms, so I just bought it.
That was safety
Sometimes
first.
you just be like, listen,
safety
I thought we
first.
should start using protection.
Yeah.
And I bought it. But that can work with my wife because she already has some certain things in place that makes everything...
Which brings me to the next question. And
so I wanted to buy balloons.
Why is it that men, we are generally afraid to tell our wives the truth? Because with what you said now... Wait, with what you said now, I've been in that same situation whereby a friend of mine came outside from the country and he stayed at an hotel. The receipt of the hotel was in my car, and the next morning I found it and I freaked out throughout the entire day because I was worried that my wife saw the hotel receipt and she probably thought I was the one. And I started thinking of everything. So I called my friend. I said, "You go call her, Mo. You go call her. You go tell her, say, now you," because I was afraid of what she might think, what her perception will be. But why do men generally, married men now, and of course the boyfriends and whatever, why is it that men are generally always afraid to tell the truth to their partners?
I don't think it's afraid. I just think that there's certain truths that you feel your partner can't handle, so you keep it away from them.
Which one could you agree?
100%.
Deck.
Well, to an extent, I do.
You do.
And it's not
Have you ever kept anything away from your wife?
Yes.
But here's the thing. It's not even just... See, here's the funny thing. When it now comes to the truth, it's not even just about sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even want to tell your wife you're broke. You don't want to tell your wife, I don't have money. You don't want to tell your wife, I can't afford this.
That's where I'm going to. Okay, why is it that men are always afraid to be sincere about certain situations with your wives?
Because first of all, so the way I see life is, the way I see it, so the woman gets with you because she feels that, okay, this is my Superman, right? So imagine villains are coming, and you now run into the room to go and see Superman and he's crying. You open the door and Superman is like, hey, wait till I go through now.
Yeah, no, don't get me.
So a lot of times, I think it comes with being a man.
So is it that men are afraid of disappointment?
So first of all, if you love someone, you don't want to disappoint them, one.
Thank you.
And number two, if you love someone, you don't want to disappoint them. And then also, number two, the woman in your life makes you better because she makes you do things that you ordinarily would not do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left to you, your own devices as a man, you will just be chilling.
Also, let me chip into that as well. Sometimes, our part of our job, apart from providing, is to protect. So sometimes you try to protect the women from certain realities. From certain truths. That
but they'll tell you they want to know, but if you make
they want to know, but honestly, they don't.
I agree, because I was having this conversation with some of my colleagues, and then, at work, sometimes we can be extra playful, and it's just fun because we're family. We all spend more time at work than at home.
Unlike some of us. No, go ahead.
And then, you know, I was talking to my senior colleague, my immediate direct boss, and we were talking about certain things. And I was like, see, you know what? I understand why certain things can be the way it looks like, but there are things that I can't say or do that my wife will understand. And the same thing, I said, if I called the names of the ladies, I said, if their husbands just come to the office and spend
Go divorce.
just
You
2
go
hours
divorce
with us,
them, bro.
they'll think something is going on,
yeah.
but we're just like a closely knit
No,
family.
now work wife, work husband. It's normal.
So
It's okay.
is it that
we know.
in actual sense, in marriages, people can't face the reality of being friendly with other people? Because it happens.
No, I think.
So can I come in?
Of course.
All right.
You always.
Call me. Shoot yourself in the
But
foot.
pull out, child.
But I'm no.
He said his
They say
pull-out
you
game
pull
is
out.
weak, though.
That's a good warning.
So the thing is this, right? What I think and I know is, like I've said, you must understand the person you're with.
Okay.
If you don't understand the person you're with, your partner, there goes the problem. Now, it is one thing for you to be with a person that you know that, okay, if I talk to this person about so and so thing, I know that the reaction is going to be colossal.
Yeah.
It's another thing for you to know that when you talk to this person, you know that this person is very tactical. This person is very understanding, mature. You know, this person can consume this information and, you know, be able to, you know, handle it properly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's all about your emotional intelligence. It's all about the fact that you know that you have to be, you know, sensitive about your partner's feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you did say, it's very paramount for us to understand that you cannot want to hurt someone that you love.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So this goes by what exactly is the cause for, you know, lies in marriages, or why men tend to, you know, go for valid truths.
So there was this day I went to my wife's office. I went to visit her. She works with the bank, and I got there. And when I got there, everyone were just like, you know, coming around there and all of that. Oh, this is the, you know what I'm saying? So I was like a bit surprised. Then one of our colleagues walks up to me and says, you don't know anything. Your wife has one office husband. So I was, you know, like, okay. And then my wife comes out, and then she's all friendly and all that. And then she takes me to the guy, introduces me to the guy. And I saw the guy. The guy was like my replica, except for the hair. Right. He looked like me. So I was like freaking out, like, what now? What's going on? But, you know, the honest truth is this. I understood, because I have friends like that at work. People that were so cool that we say all sorts of funny things to. But in reality, I think most people cannot really consume and accept the fact that their partners are friendly out there.
Yeah.
So
that's where DNA
I'm sorry.
test comes in.
Sorry. So hold on. Let me quickly chip something in before you say something.
Yeah.
You see, another thing you must also consider is the fact that, do you trust your partner? Because it's one thing for you to trust your partner to be able to understand that I can actually tell this person this thing, or she can actually tell me something. Take, for instance, I mean, my wife is the boss in her company, right? She literally, you know, handles a lot of, you know, people and talks to a lot of people and all of that. However, hold on. But something happened whilst I was working with her one day. And she walks up to me and tells me, it was a very uncomfortable conversation to have. But if I was not an understanding person, she would not have walked up to tell me what she told me.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me paint this scenario. Imagine that
really
your wife.
talk about it?
No, it's fine. But imagine that your wife literally, you know, reaches out to you and tells you that her boss tells her that somebody is willing to pay certain amount of thousands of dollars just to talk to her.
Oh, just like
Just
the
to talk.
movie.
Yes,
Just like the movie, Indecent Proposal.
Yes, just talk to her.
No,
But
just
your wife walks up to you to tell you that because she trusts that you'll be matured enough to accept and understand. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That
So,
is just talking.
exactly. So it's important to understand that this person who I'm with is the kind of
It's
person
open enough to reach you.
open exactly to understand and conceive, you know, whatever it is the information that you know she's trying to pass across.
So when you said that your wife took you to a guy that was like a replica of you, her eyes went like this. I'm just saying.
But
wait,
don't say I want to start problem.
Let me
Don't say I want to start problem.
No, looking at that.
Bro, she was like this.
So, but here's the thing.
We'll put on the
I just said I should drop that one inside.
I say this a lot of times, and people don't understand. I don't know why they don't understand it when I say it. Just because you're married doesn't mean you stop being attractive. Do you understand?
Exactly.
You still have those traits and personality that your partner liked, whether it's the husband or the wife.
True.
So it's for you now to have that discipline, to know that other men are still attracted to me, but I'm married now. Other women still like me and my personality and understand my jokes and crack me up, but I'm married now. So you know where to draw the line. You're still a handsome person. You still dress well. You still appeal to other people that see you.
You even look better because
that's
you
why
probably have more money to even buy better things.
A lot of married folks are in trouble because the fact that you have that responsibility and somebody held you down, that's the problem. When you tell women to look for a husband, they literally look for a husband. And they don't look for a single man. They look for somebody that's already taken. Instead of looking for a single man.
You just cracked the code.
So
you just cracked the code.
So that's the whole thing. You're still, you're more attractive with the responsibilities you have. You're grounded. You have a house. You have a car.
You pay bills.
You pay rent. You pay school fees. This is the kind of man I want. Not knowing you're somebody else's package. So even your wife, the female in her own sense as well, she's still looking hot. She's still looking good. She still has those traits. And she knows how to treat a man and keep a man. Other men would look at your wife and be like, I wouldn't mind something.
It's interesting you're saying this.
It's for you to actually be able to be that disciplined to say, everybody back off and
our
take
main
it.
topic for this evening is about insecurity when it comes to aging and men. But it kind of ties into both genders. Because,
I have an uncle that used to say that, he say what looks good to you as a man also looks good to other people.
Yes.
You don't understand? If you know that your wife is a beautiful woman, this woman, if you see her on a normal day, you would check this woman. I can bet it with you that another person, your friend, also looks at her like that. Yes, other people also look at her like that. So it's important to understand that. See, it's the fact. See,
oh my gosh.
See,
the director said something to my ear. I can't even speed it out.
It's okay. But
it's okay.
It's so funny that sometimes some people don't want you until other people want you.
True.
Yes,
do you know what?
Some people don't see you until like other people see you.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about on tonight's show.
Don't mind these useless women.
Nah, yeah, we don't come.
That's fine.
No, I ran into one girl that I went to school with back in the days, and she's separated, and she was now like, oh gang, I heard you're this now. I said, we're not in uni anymore. When I wanted to check you then, it's 20 years later, you're now acting all special.
When I'm now cooked.
Understand?
When I'm cooked. When I'm done.
When I'm cooked, right?
When I'm spicy.
When I'm hot.
No, but how did I end, though? How did I end?
She had to step away. Now she mad.
All right, you know what?
Thank God my screensaver is my family. I said, look at what you missed out. You go die there.
On that note, gang, thank you for that one. We'll take a quick break, and then when we return, we'll talk about the main topic for tonight: insecurities of aging as a man. Is it real or it's a myth? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Now, welcome back to the most anticipated late night television show. It is the Ultimate Men's Guide, the Black Table, and tonight we're going to be talking about the insecurities of aging as a man. Is it just a myth or it is something real? How many men feel it physically or mentally? And what are those things that men really want to talk about? It's very pertinent that we talk about it this evening so we can help men understand that aging is natural, aging is normal. But how you accept it, how you embrace it, and how you want to live through it, whether it's your health, whether it's your mentality, and whether it's certain demands, is absolutely normal. So, yes, Rich Uncle, I want to start with you.
Because I may get white beards. Because I may get white beards. It's okay.
You've aged gracefully. No, Ganga's a bit.
That's why I shaved today, so that you guys won't see a lot of white baby.
But I want to start with you. Have you ever been troubled about certain things that have changed about you physically or mentally as a man, aging-wise?
Aside from responsibility, like you now realize that, okay, I'm responsible for other people.
Yeah.
And, yes, one time somebody sent me a DM on Instagram. On my business page, he said, yeah, I like what you do and all of that, but don't you think you should dye your
facial hair?
Something that I've been praying for when I was 25. And because I remember growing up, all those men that had white beards, I'm like, they look like the chosen ones.
The premium.
So it was like, I can't wait. But I think aging is natural. There's nothing you can do about it. And in all honesty, just get your money up.
Substance.
Just get your money up, because ultimately, the older you get, the better life gets. The older you get, the better it gets. If you are not looking for trouble.
If you're on the right path.
Regardless, the older you get, the better it gets. Because first of all, I remember growing up, I used to be a very angry kid. But later you just realize that there's nothing, like, regardless of whatever is happening around you, you sleep, you wake up tomorrow, and you won't feel really as bad as you were feeling yesterday.
No.
So a lot of things you learn with experience. And I think that I honestly can't understand why someone would feel insecure about aging. You can't be young forever now. It's not possible. You were born, you grow. It's standard. Like, it's just life.
So, I'm going to ask again this next question.
I'm glad that you're asking the old men first.
See, Bessie, where would they say, bro?
We'll
unleash the weapon.
Shots fired.
Unleash the weapon.
Shots fired.
Bessie, where would they say? Because he wiped the air. All right. Let's go.
So I want to say this, and hopefully perhaps you could help answer this. I feel that most men feel insecure age-wise when they've not been able to achieve certain things, when they've not been able to reach a particular, peak of, their life. And somehow, some way, sometimes it's either it's up or it's down. And what are your thoughts in regards to, a
Before
man?
you answer that question, let me ask you a very simple question. You said, you said most men feel because they've not reached certain
peak, yeah.
But you realize that I've said it here before, and I'll say it forever and ever. Nobody they pressure you, now you they pressure yourself. Like, once you understand that those things, nobody is asking those things of you. You are the one that just feels that, oh, by this age I should have this, by this age I should have this.
Now let me.
It doesn't ever work like that.
What you've said it speaks so much to me, because I remember when I turned 40. The very day I turned 40, I went for a prayer session somewhere, and they asked me a couple of questions, and I was very down and sad, and my wife was with me, and I was telling myself that as I've reached 40, there were certain expectations I had for myself and my life that I had not attained. There were certain positions that I felt I should have been at. I knew where my classmates, where my age mates and other people were in life. And a lot of people would tell, when I was younger, even up to now, they'd be like, they've seen your potential, this is where you should be. So I felt so unfulfilled. You understand? And very sad to the point of depression. You get me? So I really felt, how can I be 40 and I've not done this? I've not done that.
Yeah.
I don't own, I'm still paying rent. I don't own a house. I should be able to, certain things. I was now comparing myself to others, which comes to Rich Uncle's point. I was the one pressuring myself. And then I became a little bit more spiritual, and I understood what God's time was the best. And listen, if this is destined to be this, it will come my way. If I work hard and follow this path, to an extent, age is just a number. Nobody says everybody has to blow at the same time or make it at the same time. That's when my mindset actually started to change. And I looked at it and I'd be like, so what if I'm this age? I usually tell people I've been 35 for the past 10 years and I haven't aged since. But you understand? So that I always feel young at heart. Until one young lady called me uncle or daddy. And I was like, why do you say that? She's like, are you not in this age range? That's when I started knowing my place per se in that kind of level. But then at the same time, I was like, why am I looking at other people and saying I should be there? And here's the funny thing that I found out literally. There were certain people that I felt were on certain levels, living a certain lifestyle, that were envious of me and where I was.
So that's just life.
And how I was with my daughters and my family and everything. And I was like, I'm looking at you. You're here looking at me. That's when I realized that, listen, I'm not running anybody's race. It's not a competition.
Okay.
We just need to age gracefully, make our peace, do what we need to do here before we leave. At this age, we are closer to the grave than we are to birth.
Bro.
Thank you very much for that. Let me ask the least most spiritual person amongst us here.
What? I'm very spiritual. What are you saying?
Okay, sorry, let me rephrase that. Let me ask the youngling amongst us here.
Oh,
Do you
wow,
prefer that
yes,
one?
yes, the youngling.
And the closest to Gen Z. Gen Z on
Gen
back
Nova
table.
Lomo. Take 5.
All right. All right.
He swallowed that. Yeah,
All
let's
right,
go.
So let me talk about my experience as well, what I would call, aging. For me, I was used to people calling me by my name for so many years. Everybody just calls me by my name, like Alpha, I never felt special. Not even when I was Johnny, when I was all over the place on
Johnny
TV.
Was special.
I never felt that way. I just felt like I was, in fact, because I came from, I came from acting on stage in church. So even when I had supposedly blown as Johnny, I still didn't think that I had blown. I didn't even realize that I was that big and all of that.
Yeah.
So what made me realize that, guy, if I say you don't get that age, was when I realized that everybody around me started saying, sir. Everybody, like, any little thing, sir. I'm like, am I that old? I'm not that old. Like, it was like
but
every
did you feel
time.
uncomfortable about that?
I felt very uncomfortable because it felt like I had to always explain to everyone that I'm not that old, though. Is it because I'm driving this car? Because I look like this, or I'm not that old, though. I kept explaining, but it got to a point. I was like, you know what? I can't even explain anymore. If you like, call me. No problem. How are you? And I remember one day. I mean, my wife can attest to this. And I don't know what happened. I think I was, I think I was trying to shave or something like that, and I just noticed one white hair. Oh my God! I freaked out. I freaked out. I called my wife.
So we can say you're like close to your 50s now, right?
Sorry. I called my wife. I said, come and help me check this. What is this? What is this? She said, it's grey. I said, grey kilonjebe. What is this? But for me, it just made me realize that, we're growing older every day.
Every day.
One of the things, like, I really like, what Rich Uncle said about the fact that don't put pressure on yourself. That's the truth. You see, one of the things I've realized, right, where I am today is not where I was yesterday, and it's not where I will be tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's not about what you have. One thing I always remind myself every time is the fact that don't ever think that because you have this today, you have arrived.
Okay, so we've answered all of that. Now I'm just going to ask everyone quickly before we take our social media comments. Physically, do you think that you can do certain things you could do 5 years ago? Which uncle?
Yeah.
So you live in LD then?
No, I work so hard. That's the problem. I'm very physically active. And I also think that the day that I start to spot a decline, I will hit the gym. Because the truth of the matter is that I actually like my state of mind. I love my state of mind now.
That is part of the physical health.
Yeah. And the moment I start to sense a decline, bro, let's go to the gym. But also, I also understand that you can't be young forever. So I've watched, I think the easiest definition for me is my mother. I remember when I was a very small kid, I remember what she used to look like. And sometimes when we're having conversations, I'm looking at her and I'm seeing that old woman, that way younger woman. And I'm like, right before my eyes, this woman transformed.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the sitting room some days, I'm talking, and my daughter comes in and she's yapping, and I'm like, this girl, the entire girl used to be like this. The entire girl who feed in my hand. And we're talking, and I'm like, people are growing old. It's just life.
Yeah.
It's just life. It's life. And I think if we learn to enjoy the passage of time, you won't worry about all this thing. Just enjoy the passage of time, because whether you like it or not, tomorrow will come. The day after tomorrow will come. Enjoy the passage of time. Create your own happiness.
Yeah. Let me quickly say something.
All right.
You
have to be quick.
A lot of people, they tease you when you're aging, and they be like, and I answer them, I just say amen. I'm at an age where you should pray to get to. so that you don't die young.
Young, bro.
Do you understand? I'm at an age where you should pray to get to at the end of the day.
Thank you,
so I just wanted to toss that
Thank
in.
you for that.
So
I'm just going to...
Just the last thing.
Yes, quickly.
See, I have an uncle, he used to say, you know, this my uncle talks to me a lot, so, you know, he says a lot of wise things. He says to me, don't ever work. Enjoy what you do. And you will never work a day in your life.
Yep.
I love that.
That's
I love
it.
that. So I'm just going to take some of the feedback we've gotten on social media, and then we can see how it goes. We've got just a few more minutes left on the show. The first one goes, and it comes from @Dolamu, and @Dolamu says, Olamide, men cannot take what they dish out. If you notice, now only men, they bash this woman. That's in regards to the first quick fire that we talked about. The second one goes at, yeah. The second one is, Asiju says, when Olamide asks, guys, how good is your pull-out game? The studio went silent. And then there's a laughter emoji too, and goes like, why is Deck not answering now? Is it because his wife is there?
I'm answering now. What you say?
Yeah.
I am talking.
The next one says, Asheon says, please, why is Deck sighing? There's a lot of silence in your studio today. What is going on, guys?
You know the funny thing, my wife wanted to come today.
Oh,
I just thank God.
I would have loved to see how you guys would pull out of the studio.
Thank God. Thank God.
yeah. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get to the definition of, and the ratio of everyone's pull-out game. But yeah, I'm going to go to the next one. Lola says, apparently, my wife heard me talking with my buddy in the living room, saying that there was no way I was telling her the truth about a particular thing. She was upstairs, so she had a good hearing advantage. My mistake was that I thought she was deep asleep. Okay? She kept that she heard it from me, even though she recorded that incident. Years after, I realized that she had been hiding a lot of stuff from me, and I was livid, and boom, she played me the recording about 4 years later. I was weak. Oh, so that's basically what we talked about keeping stuff. Person. Yeah, that's dangerous. I'm sorry. A lot of women do that. And I think she's just being honest. Lola put that. And then the last message we have here from social media, it's quite a long one, but I'm just going to quickly run it through, and then we'll say good night. Benga says, insecurity in men, like in anyone, can fluctuate with age and is influenced by various factors. While some studies suggest that men may experience increased insecurity as they age due to changes in physical appearance, career pressures, or relationship dynamics, others indicate Others indicate that many men become more confident and secure as they gain life experience. That's the red wine theory. Age gracefully. The more you age, the sweeter and more intoxicating you become. Red wine theory. And then a tweet just came in. Afunke says, I'm not enjoying Deck tonight to...
You were enjoying Deck before.
I do
never enjoy him.
Wait,
I don't understand.
Wait, hold on.
I don't
So
understand.
she enjoyed Deck before?
I don't have anything to say.
I don't No, but what's the person handle?
Afunke.
So...
No, why are you like this? Why are you like this?
He's a good friend.
She's on her phone. I see the phone, okay?
She has typed the names of all the people that sent in messages.
So, wait, she said, I don't enjoy Deck tonight. What do you mean?
I don't know.
What does that even mean, I don't enjoy Deck tonight? Do you used to enjoy Deck?
Gang, please, can you give us the tip?
How do you enjoy Deck?
My pull-out game is on point, so don't just be giving me the tip like that. So do you want the tip from me? Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's taking the lead, so we'll go with you.
So focus on me. Focus.
Camera on.
Focus.
Gang.
You're on me right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Which one is on you again? On you, Val.
In terms of aging gracefully, women have their own experiences, menopause and other things, and how they handle it. Men are stuck with things like midlife crisis. I've had like 3 midlife crises in my life. It depends on where the midlife is.
Nah, lie.
Seriously.
Na money. Baba na money.
Na money.
Na money.
Crisis.
Na money with the crisis.
Here's the tip. Age is nothing but a number when you are an adult.
Facts.
Oh,
Facts.
man.
When
Facts.
you're an adult,
this man did not put
age
the
is nothing
tip.
but a number.
He went right in.
He put the entire shaft in.
Thank
Don't pull
you.
out. Don't pull out.
Don't pull out. Stay in there.
So real quick.
All right.
Real quick, let me just say this real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
But I won't clarify
Real
anything.
quick, yeah.
It won't clear the air.
One thing you must understand is that like the dynamics of aging.
Are we talking to Funke now? Wait, hold on. Are you talking to everybody or Funke?
Everybody.
Okay, so not Funke.
Who is Funke?
Funke.
Say, the person will say she don't enjoy you.
My point. So my
Hey,
point
God,
is this,
I
right?
beg.
You must also understand that the dynamics is in both, both genders,
Right.
both males and females,
yeah.
right?
And I need to sleep at
Like
home
you said,
tonight.
age is a number, all right? What is important is what is in you and what you believe in. Now, I'm going to drop another topic that we're going to talk about next week.
Yes,
It's
sir.
very simple.
Noted, sir.
Is it true that when women attain the age of 40, their sex drive goes through the roof? Next week. See
We'll
ya.
bring a medical doctor to come and prove that. Thank you very much, Dek. Thank you for prompting
Yes.
us ahead.
Yes.
It's been such
Thank
an
you so
amazing
much.
time
honorable.
watching you talk like this
Thank
with your
you
wife
for
in the
throwing me
background.
under the bus. Thank you.
Rich uncle, thank you
Jumoke
very
said,
much.
I'm not enjoying deck tonight.
Yes,
No,
Dek,
because
I'll
I'm
do a
thinking like,
big
what?
handshake.
Wait, is it
Honorable,
Jumoke?
Honorable
very
Deck,
much.
thank you so much for
No,
the
but my
insight.
question
It's time
is,
to go.
what does she mean by?
Nice one.
No, but what does she mean by I'm not enjoying
we'll
deck
treat it
tonight?
under the table, not on top of the table.
With his hat of many
Thank you
colors.
very much,
No, because
ladies and gentlemen.
there's a lot of things hidden in that. I'm not enjoying deck tonight. How do you
End the
enjoy
show now.
deck?
Let me end the show.
Rich uncle is talking.
No, but what does she mean by I'm not enjoying deck tonight? So there were days you were enjoying deck.
Exactly.
A married man,
Okay. All right.
and you came on TV to say,
Let me help you.
Let me tell you how useless.
All right.
Let me tell you how useless they are.
Off Rich Uncle's
off
mic.
your mic.
Off Rich
Now, off his
Uncle's
mic.
mic. Off mic. Off mic.
Yeah,
Off mic.
someone off his
Thank you
mic
very
now.
much for joining us for this exciting
not
edition of the
enjoying
Black
that
Table. We're
tonight.
back same
That's a
time,
very
same
pregnant
station.
statement.
But do you know the funny
Friday
thing?
next week. Remember, the darker the night, the brighter the stars.
just like they're not enjoying
Be
deck
happy.
tonight.
Ensure that your pull-out game
We
is good.
told these
All right,
women
bye-bye.
that despite, we told them despite